that were practically, used in different arenas like stadiums, streets, okay, aerodromes, railway stations, streets, highways, etc. So these different types of schemes, lighting schemes that practically are used, they follow Indian standards. There are different Indian standards, okay, according to the year of revision or according to the year of modification, you will be adhering to different types of Indian standards upon which these lighting schemes were defined. It's about it, not about in India, other countries also outside India, abroad, east or west, okay, different countries, they follow their own internal standards according to their power regulations. So their power generation capabilities, their power transmission capabilities, and the way they are utilizing it in different areas, okay, their atmospheric conditions, their weather conditions, okay, their seasonal variations, all these play factors in designing the lighting schemes and applying them for practical applications. So here, as you have already seen the intro to this, the types of lighting scheme, we are going to see what exactly is covered in your syllabus, okay, according to your JNTUK curriculum. So first we are going to understand the types of lighting schemes. Usually, uh, you will be having reflectors and some special diffusing screens. Okay, so these reflectors and diffusing screens, they are used to control, they are used to distribute the light evenly, okay, in a surface. It may be any surface, an interior or an exterior. So a reflector is that particular scheme which reflects the light wave in multiple dimensions so that the light is distributed evenly over a surface. And similarly, diffusing screen is a transparent screen. it may, uh, it may be it may be completely translucent, or it may be kind of uh, shaded one, or it may be some kind of soda glass, okay, you can say, okay, some kind of a corrosive nature, so that the diffusing, it changes its direction once it is moving from one medium to another medium. So here, a good lighting scheme, it results in an attractive and commanding presence of objects, number one, and it enhances the architectural style of interior of a building. So a good lighting scheme, it results in attractive presence of objects, commanding presence of objects, and enhances the architectural style of the building. It may be interior of a building or it may be exterior of a building. So depending upon the requirements and the way of light reaching the surface, the lighting schemes, they are classified broadly into 5 different types. First, number one, direct lighting scheme. Number two, semi-direct lighting scheme. Number three, indirect lighting scheme. Number four, semi-indirect lighting scheme. And number five, general lighting scheme. So let's talk about these 5 different kinds of lighting schemes available for us. So let us start with direct lighting scheme. So what is a direct lighting scheme? So someone, I am able to hear someone's voice. Please mute yourself. If you are outside, if your signal is not proper, if you are listening from somewhere out, I am able to hear your voice. Please mute yourself. Direct lighting scheme. So it is most widely used for interior lightings. So wherever you look for domestic lighting, you have direct whatever domestic lights you are observing in your household, okay, they are all direct type of lighting schemes only. So what we are trying to do in this type of lighting scheme, we use deep reflectors. Okay, so deep reflectors are nothing but those reflectors which provide multi-dimensional reflections. Okay, that is reflections happening thrice in comparison to regular reflection of a on a plane surface. So it is possible by to make 90% of the light fall just below the lamp. For example, your tube light. Okay, now of course everyone is using LED lights, but then it also is using some reflectors inside by which you are getting the glass dome that you are surrounding around your LED light. Okay, that is kind of a deep reflector. Okay, which is focusing your light deep down where it is fixed above. Okay, so this scheme is more efficient, but usually this scheme suffers hard shadows. Okay, you place an object, for example, you place a cot. Okay, beneath your cot you will not find anything. Though you switch on a tube light beneath a cot or a bed, you observe it to be dark, so that is a hard shadow. Okay, or glare sometimes over looking at this particular light, sitting exactly opposite to this lighting scheme, it causes glare to your eye. So, while designing such schemes, we take into consideration all the possibilities that will cause glare on the eye have been eliminated. Okay, usually we take care of this by the design of the interiors, so that your interior, okay, you will not have a dark color on your walls. You will not have multiple mirror kind of surfaces interior to a room, etc. So it is mainly used for industrial and general outdoor lighting. So whenever you are having a glare, this lighting is more, resulting in glare. So you use for industrial lighting, large industrial outlets, okay, which is closed, usually packed, usually go with a direct lighting scheme. Okay, but domestic this lighting was used initially, but on a later stage this has failed. Next, the second type of lighting scheme here you are observing is semi-direct lighting scheme. So in semi-direct lighting scheme, about 60 to 90% of the lamp's luminous flux it is made to fall direct downward, okay, by some reflectors, and the rest of the light is used to illuminate walls. It is used to illuminate ceilings. So this type of light is used, okay, in comparison to direct lighting scheme in rooms with a high ceiling. Okay, generally garages, storage areas, go downs, all these use semi-direct type of lighting scheme, which usually have high ceiling, large dome structures, temples, mosques, large heighted churches, all these things they use semi-direct lighting scheme. So here we can avoid glare by employing diffusing globes along the source lighting source chuttu. We will be having diffusing globes. Just hold on a second. Hello, good morning sir. Sir చెప్పండి. అవును సార్, అటెండెన్స్ ఇచ్చేస్తాను సార్ అందరికి. ఇచ్చేస్తాను అంటే ప్లేస్మెంట్ అటెండ్ అయ్యే వాళ్ళ అటెండెన్స్ వాళ్ళు ఇస్తారు. మిగతా వాళ్ళ అటెండెన్స్ క్లాస్ ఏం జరగదు కాబట్టి అందరికీ వాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చేస్తాం అటెండెన్స్. నాకేం చెప్పలేదు సార్, మరి మేమైతే ఇలా చేస్తాం. అంటే లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ కూడా ఇలాగే ఎప్పటి నుంచో ఇలాగే చేసేవాళ్ళం. ఇక అదే ఆ! ఇప్పుడు కూడా ఇంక అంతే కదా సార్. అంటే వాళ్ళు ఒక 25 మెంబర్స్ ఉంటారు సార్ ప్లేస్‌మెంట్. మిగతా వాళ్ళు వీళ్ళు ఒక 35 మెంబర్స్ ఉంటారు. సో, ఈ 35 మెంబర్స్‌కి మళ్ళీ మనం క్లాస్ తీసుకొని మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళకి ఇబ్బంది కదా ప్లేస్‌మెంట్. సో, అందుకని వీళ్ళకి క్లాస్ జరగదు. కాకపోతే అటెండెన్స్ ఇస్తాం. వీళ్ళకి అసైన్‌మెంట్ ఏదో ఒకటి ఇచ్చి ఎంగేజ్ చేసుకుంటాం. అలా ఎంగేజ్ అంటే క్లాస్ ఏం తీసుకోం సార్. అసైన్‌మెంట్ చేసుకోమని అసైన్‌మెంట్స్ ఇచ్చారు. మామూలుగా అసైన్‌మెంట్స్ ఇవి ఉంటాయి కదా సార్ మామూలుగా. అసైన్‌మెంట్స్ చేసుకోమని చెప్పారు. సరే. So this particular scheme will improve not only the brightness but also the efficiency. Okay. So the next type of lighting scheme here you are observing is indirect lighting scheme. So in this indirect lighting scheme, 90% of the total light is thrown upward to the ceiling. So this is exactly opposite to your direct lighting scheme. Direct lighting scheme exactly downward you are throwing. Here the lighting is thrown upward. So in such scheme, ceiling acts as lighting source. So glare here is reduced to minimum. So this type of system it provides a shadowless illumination. So this is very useful in offices and in workshops where we require precision. Okay, for example architectural drawings మీరు గీయాలి or building plans వేయాలి. Usually architects they go for indirect lighting scheme. They require clarity in precise or information in precise, that is the room square feet when they are scaling it down before they finalize a building plan. So they require this kind of things, all kind of workshops where we use large machines. So this will cause troublesome shadows. So where troublesome shadows are observed, if you are using indirect lighting scheme, you can eliminate the hard shadows, so you can have your work done smoothly. Hello. So the next type of lighting scheme here you are observing is semi indirect lighting scheme. So in semi indirect lighting scheme, 60 to 90% of the light from the lamp is thrown upwards to the ceiling. This is exactly opposite to semi-direct lighting scheme. You have seen semi-direct lighting scheme already. So in semi-indirect lighting scheme, 60 to 90% of the light from the lamp it is thrown upwards to the ceiling, and the remaining luminous flux reaches the working surface. So here, by doing so, you are avoiding glare. Obviously, you are avoiding shadows also. So complete glare elimination is the main attained feature out of semi-indirect lighting scheme. So what is the application? We use or we prefer this for indoor lighting decoration. Usually this is used for this purpose, indoor lighting decoration purpose. Next, generalized lighting. So this is called general lighting scheme. This scheme of lighting, it uses diffusing glasses to produce equal illumination in all directions. Example of a diffused glass is a frost glass. You understand what is a frozen glass compared to a regular glass. Regular glass is a complete transparent structure where you can see through. A frost glass is a glass but it is not see through. So diffused glass is a frost glass. So this type of lighting scheme uses diffused glasses to produce the equal illumination in all directions. Whenever the light passes through this frost or diffused glass, it it refracts in multiple directions, so that illumination it's not focused but it is rather distributed. So mounting height of the source should be much above your eye level for elimination of glare. Okay, so this is what your general theme. So these are the lamp fittings of various lighting schemes you are observing. Okay, indirect lighting, you are observing 50% from above. Okay, direct lighting you are observing 50% from below. Okay, so that is 100% upwards the lighting scheme should have for the indirect lighting. Okay, that may be indirect or semi-indirect, and direct also, direct or semi-direct. Okay, that is 100% downwards. You observe direct lighting, the type of lighting scheme. These are the dome structures or the type of lighting scheme that you are using, the type of reflectors you are using for the lighting sources. Inside this dome structures or the reflectors, you will be placing your lighting sources so that your illumination is being distributed evenly. So there are one type of light for your direct lighting, semi-indirect lighting, second and third type of reflectors are used. General lighting, the fourth type of reflector is used. Semi-indirect, fifth and sixth type of reflectors are used. And indirect lighting, you are using seventh type of reflector. So let's next talk about the design of lighting schemes. So the lighting scheme, it should be such that it should possess certain features so that its design is useful to the public. So the first feature is it should be able to provide sufficient illumination. Second thing is it should be able to provide uniform distribution of light throughout the working plane. Third, it should be able to produce the light of suitable color. Okay, and it should be able to avoid glare. It should be able to avoid hard shadows as much as possible. So a lighting scheme should be such that it provides sufficient illumination. This illumination it is providing the illumination with a uniform distribution of light wherever this light is being fitted. So we want a bright white light, we want a dark light, we want a yellow light, we want a green light. So different applications, industrial applications and domestic applications requires different kind of colors. So that is, it should satisfy, and it should be able to avoid glare, it should be able to avoid hard shadows as much as possible. So all these aspects should be taken care of in designing of your lighting schemes.